I am recording. So good evening, ladies. Good evening, anybody from Team Our Victory who is watching this on replay. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm super excited to get back into these webinars. I kind of took a little bit of a break, November, December, and this first part of January, because when I moved here, I was exclusively doing Beachbody, and that's all I was doing. But the kind of stinky part was that I wasn't meeting anybody, and I was brand new here, and I was just kind of getting stir crazy in the house. So I ventured out away from home to kind of get jobs in the field of health and fitness, and it kind of, especially in November, December with the holidays, to be flat out honest, on my end of things, I got really busy. Like, I got way too busy and just bit off more than I could chew. So I've slowly been removing those things. It's hard to take jobs and then immediately be like, no, I don't want that job anymore. So I had to kind of slowly go through that process, get myself back to a place where I could be a leader for this team and pour into this team everything that I want to. Flat out too, I was in a bad place in terms of being a leader for this team about October, November, where I wasn't feeling like leading anybody because I didn't feel like I had anybody really following me. And I've kind of revisited all of this, and I'm diving into 2016 kind of with a different mentality as a leader of this team, not in the sense that I need to lead so that there's people following me, but I'm not leading anymore. This is a team effort, and I just want to keep building this team up so that that's what we feel like. We feel like when we have a great idea, like when you have a great idea, you share it with me. When I have a great idea, I share it with you. We're bouncing ideas off of each other. We're celebrating. We're leaning on each other when we need to. And that's really what I want out of this. Not to just be this person that runs the show, because it's not fun. And so I kind of had to step away to kind of clear that air for myself and to kind of set those boundaries for what is it that I want out of Team Our Victory. So I am like super excited, ready to dive back in. But I decided on Thursdays. One, it works with my schedule. Thursdays are a good night. And I decided on this time frame. It just works out for me. But I also like Thursdays because it's the first day of the Beachbody week. And just in terms of some housekeeping things, if you are, running your business, Wednesday nights and Thursdays are great times to check into your online office. On Wednesday nights, you can check in, see how you're doing, if you're going to be inactive come the morning, like if you didn't get enough volume for the week or something, and you're going to be projected to go inactive in the morning. Also, if and when you have a downline, you can look at what happened with them. On Wednesdays, you can see where your volume is for the week. On Thursdays, that's when you check out your commissions and you see how much you made the week before. So I like this idea of starting our Beachbody week together, because just like fitness, I find, especially, and I'm sure like you could probably relate sometimes, that the weekends are a really easy time to let your business kind of slack. Like, it's easy to be active in the business Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Friday, and then all of a sudden the weekend hits and it's like, oh, I got this to do and I got this to do, and I just want to relax and I don't want to think about this. And so we almost put it to the back burner, similar to like our health and fitness, when we, maybe we put our workouts to the back burner, or we go out to eat more on the weekends and we don't eat as well. So things like that. So I want these Thursdays to be a time where we kind of flip that mentality and almost think of our Thursday as our jump start for what we're going to do. Because if you wait until Monday to get excited, that only leaves you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of your actual work week to really get out there and do things. That being said, we're at January 28th. There are still 3 days left of the month with the challenge packs that were on sale, and just with if you're trying to get any Success Club points this month, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, and Masters Hammer and Chisel are all on sale this month. And the thing is, they were on sale last month too. So I don't really know, and I haven't gotten an email just yet. I usually get one a couple days before the new month, but I haven't been clued in yet to what the new sales are. So because those have been on sale for 2 months straight, I'm not sure if that's going to continue into February. Who knows? And 21 Day Fix is like tons of people's favorite workout. So it's one that I'm really pushing people on right now as the month closes, just to let them know, hey, if you have any interest in this, it's probably only going to be on sale a couple more days. 3-day refresh is also on sale. So if somebody is interested in Shakeology, it's a great opportunity for them to get 3-day refresh for only, I think it's only $10 more to get 3-day refresh plus an order of Shakeology. I mean, why not? Cool. Moving on with some housekeeping. February, Team Cup. I got some ladies here that are going to be on my Team Cup team. Whoop, whoop. But what is Team Cup? It's a 4-week challenge, and it's just about committing and building your business. I mean, that's really all it is. It's just fun. It's not like if you didn't get any points, you're no longer a coach, or you're shunned if you didn't work harder than this person over here. Like, it's just a time for us to get together, brainstorm ideas of how, we can get more Success Club points, meaning Challenge Pack sales and Shakeology sales. Those are what earn us those points. And how we can do that together. There are prizes involved, so it gets fun. Tier 1 prize is 30 points total for the 5 people that are on our team or on the team that you're on. 30 points. If you hit Success Club 5 or 10, you get a Shakeology tumbler. It's super cute. It's got like all the ingredients of Shakeology all around it. The next prize up is 50 points for the whole team. You have to hit at least Success Club 7 or 10. And then you'll get the new program that's coming out. You know what? This is probably what the promo is going to be. Tony Horton's 22-minute hardcore program is coming out very soon. And you'll get swag for that, a tank top, I believe. And the last prize, Tier 3, is 75 total points for the team. Everybody who earns a Tier 3 prize has to hit Success Club 10. And that you get a I Heart Being a Beachbody Coach throw blanket. So it's kind of cute. But just fun incentives for prizes. It's a way for us to get together. We're going to start, my team, we're going to start our own little private Facebook group. That's where we'll kind of be able to connect, bounce ideas off of each other. I have a group that's starting on Monday. So if you guys have any sales between now and Monday, or even through the beginning of February, if you want to plug them into my challenge group and help support me in the February challenge that I'm running, totally open for that, because that'll just help our team add more points. So, totally cool with that if you don't have your own challenge group going just yet. Okay, cool. So I kind of brushed upon like Team Our Victory 2.0 in 2016. But just to reiterate on a couple points before I dive into the content for tonight, it's a team. It's a team. It's a team. It's a team. And it's not Brittany's team. It's not, let me have Brittany do this. And it's not going to be that. It's a team. And I want it to feel that way. So I love how like Kayla dove in the other day and gave us that emoji. And anytime you guys have questions, you find out something really amazing that is worth sharing, right? Because just like I can't assume that everybody knows everything, we can't always assume that either about our fellow teammates. So share things that worked for you. Like, hey guys, I tried this and it worked. Or, hey, I read this in the online office. Or, hey, this is a quote from my book I'm reading this week. It's totally mind-blowing awesome. So share. It's a team. It's also a family. It's a place where we can lean on each other. So with that being said, there is no guilt and there is no feeling bad, because I spent a lot of time in October, November feeling really bad about the team. For what? Why? Why am I feeling bad about, it's not why I do this, and it's not why you do it either. So if you're not doing what, you set out to do as a coach, there's no guilt and there's no feeling bad. All we do is we just pick ourselves up and we move forward, right? And we fix things along the way and we get better. We fail forward. So I don't want you thinking like, oh, I didn't do this, so Brittany's mad at me, or I didn't do this, so I let the team down. Now, yeah, we should have those feelings because it is a team, like I said, and you do want to feel like you're part of the team and helping out, but I don't want it to be so paralyzing that you just stop as a teammate and you just shut down, because then that's when nothing productive happens. So with that being said, we need to follow through. In Team Our Victory going forward into 2016, we're following through on what we say we're going to do. If we say we're going to start running challenge groups, we run challenge groups, and we try to run challenge groups. If we say we want to hit Emerald status, we try to do that. And everything that we set out to do, we're attempting and moving towards. Recruitment. You guys, if you want to build a business, recruiting is where it's at. You've got to recruit people on your own downline, pour them into Team Our Victory. It's just going to open up more dialogue. It's going to be more fun. More engagement will happen. And, that word, fun. It's going to be fun. And that's all I want our team to be. Just a fun place for us to kind of just be together as like-minded people trying to build our businesses. Cool. So tonight's content. I think I titled it, You Can't Spell Victory Without Try. Because here's the deal. It's called Team Our Victory, right? And it's our victory. It's everything that we all do together. But you can't spell victory. We can't have success ultimately if we don't try first. So tonight I want to give us some steps, 8 steps exactly, for how to try in your business. And that's all we're asking for, guys, is just trying. Okay. I have a quote that I found earlier that like really hit home, and I want to read it to you guys. It said, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They've planned for you. Not much. And it's so true. And like getting out there back into the workforce, and like, guys, I went from having a career, like a career job in Miami, to coming here and being a business owner, and then saying, okay, I still need to like do this, but I got to get out of my house. And I went to having like a job at a place where like I make the same amount of money as the kid who just graduated high school who sucks, quite frankly, at his job. You know, like, come on. And it's hard because when I got that job, I'm not on my plan anymore. I'm on their plan. I'm on their plan to grow their business. And I have to respect that. And I do. And that's just what it is. But guys, I have such a plan for where I want my life to go. And maybe it's not here today. Maybe tomorrow it's not going to come to fruition. Maybe not even in a full year will it really be where I exactly am envisioning it to go. But that's okay. I'm planning my life out how I want it to be. I'm designing it how I want it to be ultimately one day. Because again, if I'm just trying to fall into someone else's plan, they're going to do what they've planned to do, which has nothing to do with me. Okay. And trying, guys, in this business, that's the whole theme of tonight, just trying. Trying in this business is just like our fitness journeys. So and I know that you guys are very familiar with challenge groups and Beachbody workout programs and just what that journey kind of feels like. It's not all like cake and roses every day. There are days when you don't feel like working out. Me today didn't feel like doing it. Totally didn't feel like working out today. Like wallowed in my sorrows as I pressed play. Honestly, I was like, this sucks. But I did it because I know I need to. But like that, it's not always like butterflies, right? So our workout is a journey. And this business, like, I love that our network marketing business is fitness business, because what we do in network marketing is so parallel to what we do in fitness. And if you understand the fitness component and you understand what it takes to go on that journey and stick to a fitness journey, then man, oh man, you're not going to quit your Beachbody coaching job. You're not, because you understand that sometimes you have to have faith in something you don't see yet. And you're working hard towards something that's not visible on your body yet. Like, I'm trying to lose this weight. It's not happening. Why should I press play? Well, you do it because you know one day it's going to be there, right? Same thing is going to apply to all these things that I'm telling you to try. So here we go. First thing. The first thing is I want you to know why you are here. That is the first and most important aspect of this business. Why are you doing it? If you don't have a reason why you want to be a Beachbody coach, or why you want to run a challenge group, or why you want to quit your job and work full-time for yourself, or what, if you don't have a reason why, there's no reason to do it. So on those days when it stinks, on the days when, you're hearing either lots of no's or crickets, or nobody liked your post, or you just can't think of what to say on social media, on those days, if you don't have a strong enough reason, it's easy to just say, nah, I'm not going to do it right now. I'll just worry about it later. So you've got to know why you're here. And I encourage you, write it down, post it somewhere where you can see it frequently, and revisit it. Because guys, your why will change and evolve. The reason why I started this job, if I can be so frank with you, is that my life sucked. Like, I was miserable in the fall of 2013. I wasn't happy. I was so alone, and I was at rock bottom. And I got this job because I was like, I need a way out. Like, I need a way out of this crummy situation that I'm in. And this was my way out. And that's how my business started, was like an escape, running to your happy place, right? So that's how it started. But it's not about escaping my life anymore. My business isn't about that. And so it's evolved, and my why has shifted. And even over the last 2 months since we've kind of been together in these webinars, my why has shifted even a little bit since then now too. And so it's important also to revisit it. If you made a why when you first started this coaching industry and you figured out this is why I want to do it, I encourage you to come back to it today and think about why you're still here and where you're going. Why is this important to stay with it? Okay. Number 2, approach your blank, and I just put blank, approach your blank with confidence. whatever blank is for you. Approach your posting with confidence, approach your challenge groups with confidence, approach your workout with confidence, approach your team with confidence, approach prospects, future clients with confidence, whatever it is that you need to approach. I want you to do it with confidence, guys. And here's the deal. Confidence comes in two parts. Confidence is knowledge plus experience. So here's the deal, guys. A lot of times we're like, I don't know what to say, or they said no to me. I don't feel confident in this. Guys, confidence doesn't happen on day one. It's, again, you have to learn about it and research what you know. The more you learn about what you're talking about, the more I learn about Shakeology, the more I learn about Beachbody programs, the more I try the programs out for myself and I can experience them and talk about them from personal experience, the more I test out recipes and research different healthy eating options and things like that. The more that I dive into the research of what we're doing, the more knowledge I have, the more confident I am. But I'm not always necessarily confident the first time I say it. For example, I might have researched Shakeology like when I first started coaching, and I had a lot of knowledge about it, but I didn't have experience in talking about it enough. So over time, I needed that experience to kind of evolve. It's the same way. You're not going to be perfect today at whatever you're approaching, but approach it with this air of confidence. Approach it like you know what you're talking about. And research, guys. Anything you don't know, I encourage you, get out there and research. Research the heck out of it. Pinterest is like literally my best friend because I'll type in any question that I need to know the answer to and I find like the best article. And then, like I said, the experience, the longer you stick to something, the more you're going to, kind of have this backbone to kind of support you on this journey. So approach whatever it is, guys, with confidence. And that's something I want you to try in this business. So we're trying out our why. You've got to know your why, and we're going to try for that. Everybody's trying for their why. Number two, we're trying to approach whatever it is we're doing on a daily basis with confidence. Number three, I want you to try to set goals. Okay? Now, not just any goal. I'm talking big, scary, audacious, like bold, in your face. I'm probably never going to hit that kind of goals. Most of our goals are too easy. They're too easy. And I know you can probably agree with me because most of our goals are things that we're already going to do anyway. Like I'm at a point, and I'm saying this like about myself, I hate trying to fitness goal set now. It's really hard for me because I'll be like, my goal is to finish PiYo in 30 days. Well, I'm going to finish PiYo in 30 days because I've done it before. I know I can do it. Like, that's not anything hard. I've totally hit play for 30 days and done PiYo straight. I mean, I need big, scary things that get me out of my comfort zone. And doing PiYo for 30 days really isn't one of them. So I kind of feel like a cop-out sometimes when I set goals based off of like a Beachbody calendar because I've already proven to myself that I know I can do that. For people who've never done that before, that is an awesome, scary goal for them to set because they've never done it. So it's something new. But most of the time when we set goals, we put ourselves in a place of like, I know I'll be able to hit it, right? So I put myself here. But guess what happens? When we don't hit that goal, we end up down here. We end up settling for less. So if let's just say this, I set a mediocre goal right here in the middle, mediocre average goal, and I miss it. Where do you land when you miss it? Some low rinky-dinky, like who cares kind of goal, right? Something that you probably honestly have already done anyway. It's not even really a goal. It's just a task in your life. So we don't want to set these mediocre goals. We want to set it so big, so high, because guess what? If you miss it, you'll still set something and hit something probably pretty freaking awesome. So set goals that are huge. For example, if you're sitting here tonight and you're a coach status, by all means, I want you to goal set and say, I want to be Emerald. But don't say I want to be Emerald in a month. Say I want to be Emerald in a week. Now that's scary because now that means you got to talk to people and get 2 coaches on your team in 7 days. That's a little scary, especially if you've kind of been sitting on that thought process, right? If you set a goal for Emerald in 3 months from now, I feel like that's too easy, right? Because you're basically giving yourself a month and a half to get a coach each time. That's too easy, right? So we want to set them so big that we get a little worried, we get a little nervous because, and I heard Chalene say this the other day, Chalene Johnson. She was saying something on a podcast talking about goal setting that when you get, like when you're in a car and you're about to get in an accident, or, somebody's about to hit you, and like all of a sudden you're like on high alert because you're nervous, right? And you're worried. So we're on high alert, like all of our nerves and everything, like everything's like totally radar. We're on it. That's the same thing when you set a scary goal. All of a sudden your nerves play into it and we're focused. We're laser focused on like, crap, like that's what I got to do. So I encourage you, number 3, try to set big, scary goals. Number 4, I want you to try to do something every day to grow your business. Okay. And this looks different for everybody in whatever stage you are, but every day do something that will grow your business. Here's some ideas: posting on social media, doing your workout and talking about it, whether it's talking about it face-to-face with somebody, talking about it via social media. Do your workout and talk about it. Personal development, guys. This is one of our 3 vital behaviors as a coach. Personal development is no joke in this business. It saved my life. That's what saved me in this business when I started, was the personal development. And it's just my go-to. It's when I'm having a bad day, when my mind's not right, personal development every time. So if you're having a day where you're like, I don't feel like being a coach, put on a podcast. Listen to one of my pre-recorded webinars that you love hearing because you love my voice. Read a book that's awesome. Things like that. Personal development. Another thing you can do is plug into the team. Like I said, it's a team now. I want it to be a team. I want us to be engaged. So plugging into your team, you could recruit people for the team, add people to our team. Once you recruit them, you could just come into the team page and comment, or share something with us that worked for you or didn't work for you. And, how could I make this better? Any tips, guys? Plugging into your team by being on calls like this, anything like that, guys. Plug into your team. Try for something every day. Conversations should be happening every single day. So not just posting on Beachbody, but try to have open dialogue with people where you're actually talking with one person, not just blanket canvassing over social media. Podcasts, like I said, podcasts are awesome. I play them in my car instead of the radio. That's what I listen to when I'm driving place to place. Another thing you could be doing is prepping a challenge group, running a challenge group. That's something to plug into every day to grow your business. And writing out goals, writing out your to-do list, planning ahead for the week to come or the month to come. It takes planning and prep. I know with Samantha, we've been talking about like running a challenge group and getting that going. And there is planning involved in that. I can't just wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm going to start a challenge group today. I think I'm going to do that today. It's not going to work. You don't have any content planned. You don't have anybody in your group. You didn't even open up the group. You don't have a cover photo. Like there's things that, to make your group special that you want to do. So it takes that forward thinking, kind of reverse engineering it. I want to start it on this date and now let me backtrack. So yeah, things like that. But do something every day, guys, to grow your business. Again, just like if we were working out and we decided we're just going to skip a week, well, your body's not going to transform. Same thing. If you skip a week, if you're not consistent with growing your business every day, it's not going to build itself. Okay. Number 5, along on that note, is be consistent. Try to be consistent, guys. End of question. It's not even really a try. I know I made this like a try kind of night. Like this is what we're trying for, everybody. We're trying. But this is like for real. You've got to be consistent. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter if you want to earn $5 or if you want to earn $5,000 a week. It doesn't matter. Even if you are a discount coach and all you want is a discount on Shakeology, you still have to be consistent, because the second, and I'm kind of speaking to my business builders here, but even if you have discount coaches on your team, it's easy to see when they don't want to do their coaching anymore and they drop off from their discounts, because that's when they stopped working out and they stopped eating right. And so they stopped being consistent with their health and fitness. So now all of a sudden they can't be a discount coach for Beachbody anymore because they fell through on that consistency. Same thing applies in any level. Okay. Doesn't matter if you want to earn $5, $5 billion. It doesn't matter. You've got to be consistent because it builds credibility. It builds credibility. If you come in one day and you're on social media talking about, how amazing 21 Day Fix is and how it's changed your life, and then we don't hear from you for 2 days, and then you come back and now you're talking about Insanity and how it's on sale this month, and then you come back 2 days later and now it's Shakeology, it's just white noise. It's just another sale on social media. And we've got plenty of those. How are you going to be different where you don't just go on there to sell people things, but you're consistently in there plugging into people with value every day? Okay, so please, in your business, if there's one thing you take away from tonight, aside from knowing why you're here, it's be consistent. Okay, number 6. Spend 10 minutes per day on personal development. I brushed upon this in like doing something every day, in one of the ideas for doing something every day, but you got to try on this. Like I said, it's total game changer, because that whole thing about approaching something with confidence, about knowing why you're here, about setting goals, about being consistent and showing up, it starts in here. It starts in here. And the second that you're not, the second that your mind starts to shift, like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Maybe this isn't for me. Oh, I just don't have what it takes. So-and-so does, but I don't. That's this, guys. That's nothing to do with you or your skills or anything like that. Nobody told you that. It's all in here. And the way, and trust me, and I'm telling you this because that is in my mind all the time. I am battling those demons more often than most people probably can imagine. But how do I battle those demons, get them out of my head and push them off to the side? Personal development, books, podcasts, books, audiobooks if you don't like reading and you're just kind of on the go a lot. Books, podcasts, any sort of training videos or webinars that you can put on in your car and listen to while you're driving, or just play while you're cleaning the house in the background, something like that. But 10 minutes is all I'm asking for. I'm not even telling you that you need to like rewire and revamp your whole day. It's the difference of like, instead of setting your alarm for 6 a.m., set it for 5:45 a.m. and spend those first, for 5 minutes, you can like wipe the crust out of your eyes, right? But then the next 10 minutes, the first thing you do, read something that's going to benefit you for the rest of the day. You're not going to notice it right away, but over time, you will notice that it does change your mind. And when you kind of shy away from it a little bit, you stop doing it so much, you're going to be like, wait a second, this isn't right. I need to get back to my personal development. So spend that time on personal development, guys. That's something we really need to try for as a team. Okay, number 7. This is a big one. Run consistent challenge groups, no matter what. And I'm speaking to people who are, whether you're a hobby coach or you're a business building coach, probably not so much my discount coaches, but I'm talking to my coaches that want money, that want to earn an income, whether it's I want to earn some money on the side so that it's in addition to what I get in my job, or I eventually want to quit my job and be able to do this full time. Whatever that looks like for you, it's fine. But running a challenge group is not an option. It's not. And I'm going to tell you from the trenches, from my like total experience, I started in October of 2013. I didn't run a challenge group until I did a free one. Yeah, I did a free kind of thing in December, and it was terrible. It was so terrible. And in January, I ran my first challenge group, and it was horrible. It was so bad. It was like embarrassingly bad. But I did it. And look at me now. Like, they're probably still not that great. But I'm still running them consistently, and every time I run them, they get better and better, I think. So I run them. I run them no matter what. Even when I was like not feeling the business in November and December, I can be flat out honest with you guys. I wasn't feeling the business. Like, what am I even doing right now? I felt like I was just running like in circles and not getting anywhere. And you know what? I still ran challenge groups because that is the bread and butter of this business. The second you don't do challenge groups, there's no money. And you don't have a business. You're not doing a job. You're literally just posting for fun on social media. And you can totally do that. But after a while, you're going to be like, I'm posting for no reason. I don't get paid for this. So other things are going to take its place. Other things that are more important. If you want that like to stay important to you, money is going to make you feel like this is important. Like, you know what? I'm getting paid this week. I should probably do my job. So challenge groups, they're super important. I have so many webinars on challenge groups. I gave over like 5 billion. Let me click on this stinking thing. I gave over like 5 billion to Samantha earlier today. But I have a bunch that are like old school from the summer that I did in July. We did a whole series all the month of July on challenge groups. And then I even have one prior to that I did. So if you need ideas for how to start up a free one, how to recruit for your challenge group, how to even get it prepped to get going, how to actually run it, all that stuff, watch those webinars, get in your back office and find the content that they provide for you, because that's what I used when I first started. I didn't reinvent the wheel. I used what they had. And then as time grew on, I added things. I think I even told Kayla one time, that I didn't originally have meal planners in my groups. That's something I added in probably a good year into my business. It didn't start right away because I didn't have to. You don't have to do those things. Some of the things you might see me doing, it's because it's taken me time to get there. If I could invite all of you back to my very first challenge group, again, it was terrible. And it was probably like 2 people in it that actually ordered anything from me. And they don't even do business with me anymore because that's how bad it was. And I don't blame them. So yeah, but challenge groups, no matter what, guys, they've got to be non-negotiables. And so I know I said that in February that I would plug in, people into my challenge group. If you have sales and you want to plug in your clients into my group, that's totally fine. I don't mind doing that service right now because I know we're all trying to like get ourselves moving and grooving. But I want to see you take off with this because guys, when I sit with Emily, my upline coach, and I talk to her about my struggles and my successes and just where I'm at in the business, the one thing I always come back to her with is my favorite part of this business are my challenge groups. My favorite part of this business is waking up in the morning and reading what my challengers wrote. My favorite part of this business is seeing their transformations. And I want that for all of you. I want you all to be able to experience what that feels like. It's not me. It's truly not me. But if I didn't provide that vessel, if I didn't provide that opportunity, man, where would they be? You know what I mean? So think about that. Think big scale. Okay. So that brings me to my last one that I'll wrap up with. And that is just ask. We want to try right now, guys, to just ask. I know it's super scary to be kind of blown off, to be told no, to have rejection. I totally get that. But you got to ask, because if I didn't just ask people, again, I wouldn't have these people in my groups that, have life changes happening. So open up to people. Asking doesn't necessarily mean, do you want to buy Shakeology today? That's not necessarily what I mean by asking. Ask people to be your friend on Facebook and start building your network up so that when you run out of friends and family to join these groups, that you still are adding people into your network so that it never ends, right? So ask people to be your friend on social media, even stranger dangers, people, not scary ones though, okay, guys, be careful. Ask people, invite them to join you on this journey. Tell them that, hey, I'm going to do a free water challenge for 5 days and I'm going to drink, a gallon of water every day for 5 days. Will you do it with me? And just ask people to join you for those fun things, especially when you do free challenges, which I really encourage you to do if you've never done, which is a great way to basically just pour into every person you know. A free challenge should literally be like 100 people in your challenge or, 50 in your challenge because it's free. And all you have to do is say, hey, I'm drinking water for 5 days. Do you want to do it with me? Hey, I'm going to eat clean for 5 days. Do you want to try to eat clean with me? That's it. They're not buying anything. I'm just going to plug you into a group. Cool. And then when you're done with those free challenges, people who are like really interested in it and like really worked it out, then you can take the next step and ask them to join you in other ways. And just that simple question, have you ever considered being in one of my challenge groups? Have you ever considered like trying out Shakeology? Have you ever considered focusing more on your health and nutrition? Have you ever considered being a Beachbody coach? Is that something that you've ever considered? Just using that phrase too kind of takes the pressure away from it. But guys, we've got to try to just ask. I think that's where a barrier happens sometimes. And it does for me too. I get to a place where it's like, what if they say no? Or I don't want them to think differently of me. And I hit that wall sometimes, but I have to remind myself that my mission is so much bigger. It's so much greater than some petty garbage where someone thinks that I'm trying to sell them something. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. It goes back again, and I'm going to loop back to that confidence. If you have confidence in what you're talking about, confidence in what you're doing, and you're just, it doesn't matter if they join now or if they join in 2 years. I mean, that's what I tell people when they tell me no. Cool, I have groups that run every month. If you're interested next month, just let me know. And I put that ball in their court. I leave it with them because I don't need anybody in my group that doesn't want to be there. I want people in there that want my help, that want to be in our community of fit-minded people. So it takes the pressure off me a little bit when I think of it that way, that when I'm asking, I don't need them. I truly don't. I don't need any of them. So I hope that encourages you to kind of just break that ice, just ask, and start really getting in there, friend requesting people, build that network up, and start getting to know those new people that you're friend requesting. Get to know, like maybe they're stay-at-home moms and they need a little extra out of energy when their kids are napping, or maybe, maybe they fell off the wagon with their New Year's resolution and you kind of have a solution for them to get back on that wagon. So get to know those people that you're friend requesting, and get to know the people in your network, and then just ask them to follow you along on this journey, and be a part of what you're doing. So that's it for tonight. Those are the 8 steps for trying, guys. And I really do. I love seeing like everyone's efforts. Trying for me, it's about the effort we're putting in, and I can't not like commend all of you on this team for every bit of effort, whether it's pressing play, drinking your shake, getting out there and sharing your journey and your story, being vulnerable on social media, and just being out there and not knowing what you're going to get in return, right? Because sometimes it's scary. Like, are people going to say something when I post this, and that kind of feeling. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate you for being so vulnerable, but just so invested in such an amazing industry like health and fitness. So that's it for tonight, guys. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, our time's going to run out. But if you have questions, you can totally go over to Team Our Victory, post them on the page, and I'll be on the page right now as I'm prepping dinner, and I can answer any questions if you guys have more. Other than that, I love you all, and have a great rest of your night and weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.